Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Jillian Andrews. We are teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and joining us now with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and senior partner at Johnson Brunetti. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So our topic today is making the most of your 401k during retirement.
Biggest investment plan that most Americans have. The vehicle you saved money into during your working years. The goal is get this thing bigger and bigger and bigger. People approach retirement. It's like, okay, I did that. Now what do I do with it? Now I'm not getting a paycheck from work. I guess I'm living off this thing for the rest of my life. How do you go about doing that? So there's a lot of decisions to make.
Sure, and our first question here is, why should you roll over your 401k?
Okay, now it's always general, and the reason that we have one-on-one visits with people is to talk about the specifics of you. But generally, why would you roll over your 401k? Number one, there are more investment options available in an IRA than there are in a 401k. Control. Flexibility, you can buy anything you want. It also allows you to take better control of when you draw money out, the tax withholding. There are 401ks are long-term investment vehicles that work best when you're actively saving money into it over a very long period of time and putting it in the stock market. You retire, you're not saving money into it, you're not investing for the long term, and you're probably not comfortable with all your money in the stock market. So those are reasons that you should roll it over.
All right, and we'll do the flip side of that.
Yes.
Why shouldn't you roll over your 401k?
You should not roll it over if you're going to retire before 59 and a half, because you have options to access that money without penalty prior to 59 and a half if you leave it in a 401k that you will lose if you move it to an IRA. If you are still working, Eric, I don't ever want to retire, I'm going to work forever, and you're working at the company and you've got that 401k at that current employer, you're past the age of 73, you don't have to take a required minimum distribution out of it. So even if that 401k stinks, probably better off leaving it there if you're still working.
Okay, and
let's see, you have highly appreciated company stock in there, or you have a stable value fund that's paying a really good fixed interest rate of return, which in this day and age is more than 5%.
Okay.
4 reasons.
Bullet number 3 we have is, how and when should you be rolling this over?
Most people can do it after the age of 59 and a half, even if you're still working there. That's called an in-service withdrawal, and that, for a lot of people, is a home run. I mean, if you've worked there a long time, which this generation, people don't. The generation retiring today, people do. I worked at Cigna for 30 years, or Pratt, or wherever it's going to be. You probably have after-tax money in there, where if you roll it over, you can put that money into a Roth. It'll grow tax-free. You don't pay any taxes on it. Home run. There's ways to take out the stock, paying less taxes on the stock. Home run. So know when you can roll money over and have a conversation. Should I? Does it make sense? Because like a lot of things, it can be a great thing or a horrible idea. But you need to know your options so you can make the right decision and have a plan.
Okay, absolutely, and you kind of spoke about it just now, but how do taxes play into all of this?
So a lot of times people think whether it's a pension that I'm going to take a lump sum on or a rollover, well, I've got to pay tax on the money. Eventually, yes, not when you roll it over. You're just taking this money from here and you're putting it here. You don't pay taxes on it until you're taking out the money. Also, probably don't do your own rollover. You know, we are always doing them with people. There's different rules with it. Bottom line, if you screw it up, you're going to pay taxes on the whole thing. So, you know, don't screw it up.
Some things it's worth having someone help you out, so you do it right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And where can people go to learn more about this?
So there's a fantastic book, in my very biased opinion, because I wrote it. It's called The Ultimate 401k Guide. You can go to moneywisdomtv.com. It's absolutely free. We'll get it to you. And when I wrote this book, I wrote it from the perspective, not that the end of it is, you know, just call Johnson Brunetti and we'll do it for you. It's, if you're going to do it on your own, this is what you can do. This is why you might want to do it on your own. This is why you should. This is why you shouldn't roll it over.
Giving everyone all the facts.
It's a really good book, in my opinion. So again, moneywisdomtv.com. Get it and just educate yourself on your 401k and start answering the questions of what makes the most sense for me.
Okay, wonderful, Eric. Thank you so much. As always, that will do it for this edition of Money Wisdom. We'll see you right back here next time.